The first step in getting started with Nearpod is to sign up for an account, and you can do that by going directly to the website nearpod.com. Once you have signed up, you will be able to get access to your Nearpod dashboard. The dashboard is where you will be able to find your library of Nearpod presentations that you have created, and also you will be able to access the library of resources provided by Nearpod. Those are pre-made presentations that you can access. Some of them are free, but some of them are paid for. You are able to search based on a topic, based on the subject, and based on the grades you are teaching. You can also search for lesson presentations or just for some videos to use in your lesson. Today we're going to create a brand new Nearpod lesson presentation. In order to do this, you just need to click on this button on the head corner by selecting lessons. When creating the lesson in Nearpod, you can begin by titling your lesson. For example, we will write present simple. Next, you can add engaging and interactive content and activities by clicking on the Add Slide button. So our content tab is meant to engage and teach our students, while Activities tab is meant to assess our students. The first one I'm going to add here is what we call collaboration board. This is actually really neat because you can do a brainstorming session where students are posting up their ideas, and as they come up, everyone on the Nearpod session is able to see these ideas and responses. You are able to add a title to let students know the general idea of what is that you are doing, and there is another section where you can be more descriptive with what exactly the instructions are. You can choose an image to go along with whatever the collaboration board is all about. There are lots of choices for how you can design your board, so different designs. Once you have chosen all of these elements, you simply save it. The next type of Nearpod activity I would like to talk about is called Draw It. This one has so many different potential uses. For example, you can use it for math questions, or if you are doing an art lesson. There is a place to provide written instructions for students if you need it. And you can also add timer. You can also add reference materials here, so it can be an image, a YouTube video, or PDF file. You can also upload a background image here, or you can leave it blank, just a white screen like a whiteboard, so students can draw one. Once you have done it, you should save your work, your activities. The next activity I'm going to talk about is called fill in the blanks. So you put sentences in with missing words, and students can fill in these blanks. So here it is. You can choose the design. Okay. So the matching activity is also available here. You can have kids to match words with definitions or add an image and match pictures with definitions with words. For example, do not forget to save it. So the next activity I'm going to demonstrate is called open-ended question. So open-ended questions poses a question to the students, and they are able to type their responses. It's also available you can add timer, you can add additional resources, image, video, PDF. So I'm not saving it now. Okay. The next, I'm going to talk about 3D slides. This one is awesome, actually. I like it very much. There are lots of different items and areas to choose from. You can see it. It gives 3D pictures of some type of objects. For example, you are studying the cell, and you want your students to see how the cell looks like exactly. You are choosing the 3D pictures, and it is saved here. We can preview our work, our activities. So 3D pictures are movable, you can move them. So the list of Nearpod activities are extensive. You can do things like polling slides. You can do quizzes. You can also add a game. So there is a game which is called Time to Climb. Once you have finished designing all your slides and your activities, you go down to the button which says to save and exit. Once you do it, it will bring you directly to your dashboard, where it will show that it is saving. So it is already saved. So, and you can launch a live lesson directly from there. When you launch a session, you are giving a number of options for how to share with your students. So there is an email link, or you can use a code. But actually, I use link because I think with primary learners, it's easier for them to click on the link and join the lesson than writing the code or something like that. It can be difficult for primary learners. So we share the link with them. So now let's flip to the student's view to see what that would look like and what students do to join the lesson. First, students are asked to identify themselves, and there is also an optional, a place for an optional name. It can be a nickname, and then they press join the lesson. So now you can see the student's view of the first presentation, of the first activity. And this is what the teacher's screen looks like, the teacher's view. The teachers can also control the list of students who has joined. And if the student forgot to write his name or wrote a different name, you can simply remove the students from the session and ask to rejoin. Students, I want to mention that students cannot move to the second slide, to the second presentation. Only teachers can control their presentations and control move from one activity to another. So the matching activity looks like that. From the student's view, they match pictures with words, and while the teacher at the same time can see students' results. So even we can control how many tries did they do and how many correct and incorrect. �3D pictures are the same for students and teachers. Students also can move them. When the presentation is finished, we end the session. Yes, and our presentation, which we have just created, is saved on our dashboard. So guys, this tutorial was just a taste of what Nearpod can do. Actually, it has a lot of functions, and I highly recommend that to check it out. Thank you.